Thank you so much for streaming with us on WUSA 9 Plus on this weather impact alert day. It is just a nasty day depending on where you are in D.C. Now, we've been tracking this broad area of low pressure for days now. The center of the storm tracking through parts of southeastern Virginia. You can see the rain from this storm system extending all the way through the Midwest. The heaviest rain in Virginia right now and working its way up into D.C. As we head throughout the day today, this storm is going to be slow to pull off to the north and east. By about 5-6 o'clock tonight, you can see the center of the storm still right there around Norfolk. It really doesn't move much as we head into the evening. By say 11 o'clock, the center of the storm sitting just offshore closer to Ocean City, Maryland. Now, thankfully, most of the moisture associated with this storm will continue to lift north of here, but the storm center itself kind of hovers offshore throughout the day tomorrow, staying just close enough that will be mainly dry, but still have a few passing showers to get through on Saturday. But let's start off with where we've got the heaviest rain right now, because this is really not a one-size-fits-all rain day. We have heavy showers along the 95 corridor and points south and east, but areas north and west, it's nice and dry. You just have some clouds around. There's really not much going on. Now, you will eventually see some more showers later this afternoon and even into the evening, but you get away from the heaviest rain. That's really going to stay closer to the 95 corridor. So we'll start here in D.C., where you can see some of those moderate downpours really across the entire district, just into Montgomery County, Silver Spring, back into Fairland and Laurel, right along Route 1, seeing some really heavy rain. All of Arlington rather soaked in rain right now, and much of Fairfax County, from Fairfax down into Alexandria. Prince George's County seeing some of that heavy, steady rain from Upper Marlboro into Dunkirk, where you see that pocket of orange there from Naylor points north and east. That is where it is pouring. Rosaryville kind of right on the edge of that heavier rain, and down into Charles and St. Mary's County. You also have some heavy downpours from Waldorf down through La Plata over into Mechanicsville and Scotland Beach. You head over the river into the northern neck, pouring down into parts of Newland and Port Royal. We still have those steady showers that are kind of hovering right along 95. Moderate rain from Stafford down through Fredericksburg and Ladysmith, but just west of 95, you can see east of Louisa, we've got another pop of orange and red there. Not a hugely populated area south and west of Spotsylvania, but you can see over by Mineral, we still have some of that heavy rain. But again, not everyone seeing the heaviest downpours right now. We do have some nice dry areas, really all of northern Virginia, much of western Maryland. You're in the clear for now, but give it some time. You too will get in on the rain. It's just going to take a little bit longer to get to. So we'll show you kind of where that line is of showers and rain versus not. And Culpeper, you're right on the edge. Down into Stanardsville, you're still dry. Front Royal, Luray, it's just cloudy, and similar story there for Loudoun County. Really haven't seen much, if any, rain quite yet. Frederick also still dry, but northern Montgomery County, you're just going to start to see those showers move in here pretty shortly over the next couple of hours. So taking a live look outside, I mean, even if it's not raining, you still have those overcast skies. Here's a live look outside in D.C. We've got gray skies, low clouds, some poor visibility as a result, and that's going to stick with us throughout the day today. Right now, our temperature is only 48 degrees because these aren't really our spring-like showers. They're feeling more like early March showers with temperatures so chilly, and it's blustery as well. Wind is coming in from the northeast around 17 miles per hour, making it feel about 5 degrees cooler than it actually is. So if you can, today is just a day to stay inside. We'll take you through Futurecast here and show you when you start to see some more of those showers push into areas north and west. By about 2 o'clock, raining for just about everyone east of I-81. You've got light rain from Frederick down into Leesburg, Front Royal, some light scattered showers, but still the bulk of that really moderate to heavy rain is going to stay east of 95. That's where we'll ultimately walk away with the highest rainfall totals when all is said and done. So as the kids are getting off the bus stop this afternoon, hopefully you sent them to school with some rain gear. I know they didn't need it this morning, but they're surely going to want it throughout the afternoon. afternoon. If they've got after-school practices, they're going to either be moved inside, maybe canceled. This is 6 o'clock, still pretty widespread, occasionally heavy rain, but still dry from Hancock over into Oakland, Romney. Still not much in terms of precipitation for today. This is really going to be an event along and east of the I-95 corridor, rather closer to 81. You are drier. This is 11 o'clock tonight. As you're checking in with Topper, he will still be tracking some of those scattered showers. But the good news is by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, we've got some improvement. It's still not going to be a nice Saturday forecast. It's going to be overcast, drizzly, damp at times, but there's not much in terms of shower activity. A few light stray showers are certainly possible, but for the most part, skies will just be cloudy. It's just going to be kind of a gray, dreary day with chilly temperatures. We'll wake up in the low 40s and really not climb much as we head throughout the day on Saturday. Now, when all is said and done in terms of rainfall, we're going to see about a half an inch to up to an inch of rain for areas like Leesburg, Gaithersburg, down into DC, Manassas, and La Plata, and it's rain that we need. We still have those ongoing severe drought conditions across much of the region, but you get closer to places like Hagerstown, Winchester, down into Luray, you really don't see much, if any, rainfall. Again, this is really not a one-size-fits-all forecast. The heaviest rain is going to stay for areas farther east. But we do still have our weather impact alert in effect until 11 o'clock tonight, because we just showed you Futurecast there. We will still be tracking this rain come 11 o'clock this evening. The good news is it does taper off overnight. The weekend so far from a washout, but over the next several hours, we'll still be tracking that rain, heavy at times. And yes, it is chilly. It's a day where not only do you need a rain jacket, but a heavier jacket underneath as well. And chances are you've had to adjust some outdoor plans, if you had any, for your Friday forecast. Now, as we look ahead to the weekend, again, tomorrow, it's just not great. It's not a terrible Saturday. You can still get outside. I wouldn't cancel or change any plans. Just know that it's going to be chilly. It's going to be cloudy, and it's going to be blustery, and we will have a few showers from time to time. Now, as we look ahead to Sunday, that is the pick day of the weekend. Still not really a perfect April weekend day. We're going to start things off with clouds, and temperatures will stay just a little below average in the low 60s, but still not too shabby for a Sunday forecast, especially after about lunchtime. We're going to clear skies out, see some nice sunshine, so we'll be able to salvage a really nice second half of the weekend. But here's a closer look at your Saturday forecast. We'll wake up with temperatures in the low 40s. It's going to be chilly and breezy, and temperatures really just don't climb much throughout the day. This is right around 12 o'clock. Temperatures will still only be right around the mid 40s. And yes, you look over toward the Alleghenies, we've got some mountain snow showers in the forecast. Temperatures will be colder. We've got that gusty northeast wind that's going to bring in a little bit of moisture and could produce some light snow in the mountains. So if you want to see some flakes, drive west for your Saturday forecast. Otherwise, we'll have overcast skies around our area. You see a few little splotches of green there on the map. A little bit of light scattered rain certainly possible at any time really throughout the day, because that area of low pressure, it's just going to be churning offshore, and those kind of outer bands will just bring in waves of a little bit of light scattered rain. This is 6 o'clock, still mostly dry across the area. And notice our temperatures really still haven't budged much, still only in the mid to upper 40s for high temperatures on Saturday. A few folks may get into the low 50s. By 11 o'clock, we'll still be tracking a little bit of light rain on radar. And then by 6 o'clock Sunday morning, the rain is out of here. And you can already see that kind of clearing edge of where we have clouds versus where we'll have sun. Down into Charlottesville, they'll start off Sunday nice and bright. Stanton, chilly, but sunny as you get into the higher elevations. And then by lunchtime, a lot of areas will still have mostly cloudy skies, but the clearing will continue for areas farther south and west. And the farther north and east you are, the closer you are to Baltimore, the longer it's going to take to get some sunshine. But you too will get there. Trust me, we'll end up with a pretty nice Sunday afternoon. And temperatures already better by lunchtime. We're back in the low 50s. And then this is 3 o'clock, mostly sunny skies. It is still going to be blustery. Wind's going to be cranking from the northwest, so it's going to be a little bit chilly, even though temperatures should make it back into the low 60s. Now, if you're heading out to the Cherry Blossom Festival Parade, it is on Saturday from 10 a.m. until noon, rain or shine. And I do think it's going to be mostly dry. I wouldn't necessarily say shine. It's still going to be mostly cloudy with a stray shower possible. Temperatures will be chilly, starting off in the low 40s as the parade is getting underway, ending up closer to the upper 40s as the parade is wrapping up. And keep in mind, it's going to be crowded, so definitely just pack a rain jacket. You don't want the umbrella with all of the crowds, so just dress appropriately and know that those 40s are going to feel pretty chilly, especially once you factor in the bit of wind that we'll be tracking as well. Now, as we look ahead to next week, we finally bring some warmer temperatures back. It has been such an unseasonably chilly stretch here over the past several days, but by Monday, brief return to the low 70s. We will stay right around average for Tuesday in the mid to upper 60s. By Wednesday, we get briefly cooler. We've got a weak little cold front moving through Monday into Tuesday. It's going to be a mostly dry front. A few scattered showers really overnight Monday into Tuesday, so really low impact to the day, but it will bring in some gustier wind for Tuesday into Wednesday and temperatures that will be cooler as a result. Now, as we look ahead toward the end of the week, we'll stay kind of right around, if not just a little above or below average, with temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. And then looking ahead to next week, could start off in the low to mid 70s. So that would certainly be a welcome change after this chilly stretch. So as we look ahead to our rain chances here over the next several days, there's not much. Today is really our best chance to pick up some of that really needed rainfall. We'll see a few isolated showers on Saturday, catch a total break Sunday into Monday. And then by Tuesday, we will see a few more showers back in the forecast. But again, that's really overnight, Monday into the pre-dawn hours of Tuesday. Very little, if any, impact to your actual plans. And then we'll dry things out for the rest of the week. So we do have the weather impact alert for today for all of that off and on rain. It continues until 11 o'clock tonight before we can drop it for your Saturday forecast. Again, I wouldn't cancel or change any of your Saturday plans over the type of rain chances we're talking about. Just know it's not going to be a super nice day, and Sunday will be the better of the 2 weekend days. But then as we look ahead to next week, it looks gorgeous on Monday. That's going to be the day to get outside. We'll finally make up for all of the cloudy and cool weather that we've seen here over the past several days. And even Tuesday's not too shabby. We do have those clouds around in the morning after some of those showers clear out, but nice sunshine by the afternoon. It will turn windy and a little bit cooler as we head into Wednesday, and temperatures will stay in the low 60s as we head into Thursday. So I'm going to step off camera for just 1 minute so we can get back to radar and give you one more look at where we're seeing the heaviest of the rain, and then we'll get you on the way for the rest of your Friday forecast. But do want to give you one more look at where we are seeing those heaviest downpours, because again, where it's raining, it is pouring, but a lot of folks north and west are still nice and dry. So here's the look at satellite and radar. This is kind of the bigger picture of where that storm is. You can see still working its way out of North Carolina and into Virginia. We'll give you a closer look at when that storm completely gets out of here. Again, we've got a ways to go though, because this really is a slow mover as we head through the next 24 to 36 hours, because by tomorrow morning, even that storm is technically still offshore. It's still going to be wrapping in some of those clouds and light scattered showers that we were talking about. So here's where the heaviest rain is right now. You can still see those really heavy downpours, mainly east of 95, down into Charles, St. Mary's County, Prince George's County, over toward Anne Arundel as well, in and around DC, and for areas along the 95 corridor. But man, much nicer for areas north and west. It is just cloudy if you're back into northern Montgomery County. Loudoun County still in the clear from rain. Frederick not seeing anything quite yet either. Over toward Winchester, you still have those nice dry conditions. But in and around the metro areas, you generally see that light rain through parts of northern Fairfax County and southern Montgomery County. Over toward areas like Potomac, Bethesda, over into Silver Spring, you've got a little bit of yellow on the map indicating those moderate downpours. It's coming down pretty good around DC. But man, you head over into Prince George's County, upper Marlboro, Clinton, just across the county there into Dunkirk, you have the really steady rain, just nasty if you've got to be outside. Brandywine down into Waldorf, rather, also seeing some of the heaviest rain on the map. Pretty much all of St. Mary's County getting soaked right now. That is where we'll ultimately see some of those rainfall totals that get closer to an inch. For areas east of 301 there, from La Plata over toward Mechanicsville, Hughesville, Faulkner, yeah, it's just pouring. Hopefully you can stay inside for your Friday, because those are the areas that are going to continue to get pounded with rain as this area of low pressure approaches. But like we talked about and like we timed out for you, areas north and west where it's not raining quite yet, you're not in the clear. It is going to rain eventually as we look ahead to the afternoon. As we get closer to, say, 2-3 o'clock, you too will get in on some of that heavier rain. Over from Newland down into Tappahannock, all of Route 17 just getting drenched as well, back into areas like Spotsylvania, Port Royal. There you can see some of those steadier showers, a little bit lighter as you get closer to Route 17 and up into Fredericksburg, Fairview Beach. You've got some light rain right now as well. So here's that live look outside, man. It is just nasty. Even if you don't have the rain, I know you have the clouds and the chilly temperatures. Everyone in the 40s right now, but feeling a little bit cooler once you factor in that wind that's gusting pretty good from the north and east. It's sustained right now between about 10 and 20 miles per hour, but gusting 25 to maybe 30. So we'll time it out for you here and then let you get on with your Friday. This is right around 1, 2 o'clock. You start to see some of those showers back into places like Frederick, Martinsburg, Front Royal, and Luray, but you're still right on the outer edge of this storm system. You're not going to see as much rain, nowhere near as much rain as areas closer to DC and down into southern Maryland. 6 o'clock, it is still pouring, so if you've got outdoor plans this evening, you need the rain gear, even if it's just getting from the car into the restaurant for a reservation. And then by 11 o'clock tonight with Topper, we do start to see some improvement. Of course, we'll be back live tracking this rain starting at 4 o'clock, and Topper's going to do another live stream here on WUSA 9 Plus coming up at 6:30.